So say she farted, just right then and there. What would you do? Kick her out?
I wouldn't kick her out, but I would not. That shit wouldn't fly.
So what would you say? So say I'm the girl and it's just like, is that what you would do? Just
Why like that though? Why?
Well, if it's as wet as that, I'd probably send her to the bathroom and not home. Holy shit.
she,
Welcome to the basement.
and we live. Yep. We're gonna B&T'S basement. We're just gonna jump right into it, Jaxon. We're gonna start in with some relationship advice for old Jaxon. How was your date with Jim?
Jill.
Sure. How was it?
It's good.
What'd you do?
I went out to eat and then went back to my place and watched movies.
Wow, back to your place already?
How old is
You know,
this
I get
young
in
lady?
it.
Whoa, he's getting in it already.
Get it in.
Get
Same
it
thing.
in.
She your
Moving
age?
kind of quick. How's the type of society we live in? It's not like it used to be. Like you have to go ask a girl, you
It's
know,
COVID
like
COVID
face to face.
relationships, dude.
I don't think they
this
had
Tinder
Tinder
bullshit?
back in the day either.
No, I mean I was basically married before all this Tinder, Snapchat, Kick stuff was all around, you know?
Kick's not around anymore, I don't think.
I don't even know what Kick is.
You use Kick, you liar. I don't even know what it is, but I know
Kick's
you
that
have it.
old messaging app. It's like Messenger, but
I don't know, but I remember like Snapchat. I didn't use Snapchat for like the first 3 years it came out because everybody's like, "Oh, look who I'm Snapchatting. Look who Jackson's best friends are." This top. Remember when it used to show who your best friends were? I
yeah,
remember
that
there was
ruined
it was you.
relationships.
I remember it was you because like they're like you broke up with somebody or something, and it's like his best friend's already a different girl, and it's not even been a day, and I'm like, oh shit.
You talking to me?
No, Jackson.
Oh, that's
I remember that.
He's whore.
I think that Snapchat when they had that implemented was single-handedly the destroyer of all relationships. Could you imagine being married and seeing stuff like that?
Oh God.
Should
You
imagine
can still see
now.
best friends, but I mean, yeah, if you're married, I mean, if it's just, I don't think that shit would happen if you're married. It's just more of a boyfriend girlfriend situation because you know, personally, me being married, I'm not gonna go look at my wife's profile like, oh, who's her best friends, like. But if I was like boyfriend girlfriend, like you're not together all the time, you know, like you don't know what's going on.
That's a
So
good point.
So not now. I mean, now, dude, the COVID, they were together. I mean, say you were staying with your boyfriend and girlfriend during lockdown, dude. You were together 24/7.
Man, you broke up. I can single-handedly tell you that shit happens. So fucking it happened before.
That shit worked. Imagine being like, why would you be locked with your boyfriend or your girlfriend? Anyways, I don't get it.
Okay,
Why would you?
say you were in like New York or where like the lockdowns were like you can't go outside.
Uh-huh.
There's people that did that.
I'm not
Well,
gonna
yeah.
get locked down with my girlfriend. Probably
Well,
not.
and then
Oh, it
say
depends how long.
one of you lose
It's
your
like 2
job,
weeks.
can't pay rent, you move in with the other.
You've been with your girlfriend or boyfriend for 3 weeks or 2 weeks?
No, so say it was just a new relationship and the lockdown was like say you were in New York where like people could not go out.
That relationship wouldn't have lasted 2 weeks. Because imagine the first time I had to use the bathroom. It's over, dude.
Well, I don't get. So this is what Brandon Schaub said. He does not fart, and his wife does not fart. They don't fart in front of each other.
Good.
Do
So
you
it
do it,
should
Bob?
I fart. I fart on my wife.
He's like, he's saying he's like, it's not sexy. I'm like, dude, you have 2 kids together, man. What about you, Jackson?
I don't know. People are weird like that.
Hey, what's the time? I mean, Brandon Schaub
Not
said
weird.
like he never. They've been together for what, like 10 years, and they say they don't ever do it.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. Like, wait, they don't ever do what?
Fart in front of each
Oh,
other. He's like, dude, he's like, if I hear my girl fart, he's like, that shit ain't sexy. Okay. What about Jackson? What, since you're the only person on a relationship, what's, say old Jim that you went on a date with, this
Jim? Are you saying Jim?
He thinks he's funny.
Jim,
He's a
Jack,
comedian.
Jimmy, whatever his name
Ah,
is.
funny guy.
No, okay. So say she farted just right then and there. What would you do? Kick her out?
I wouldn't kick her out, but I would not. That shit wouldn't fly.
So what would you say? So say I'm the girl and it's just like, is that what you would do? Just
Why like that though? Why?
Well, if it's as wet as that, I'd probably send her to the bathroom and not home. Holy shit.
Okay.
fuck.
Dude,
Okay.
but like, see, in my relationship, my marriage, my wife is a nurse, so she sees all sorts of nasty ass shit, and she wipes
Yeah,
ass
do you
and
have
stuff.
to? Does that mean
And
you have
I
to?
know,
Though?
but she's like, if she farts, I'm like, oh, come on. And she's like, it's a bodily thing, okay? I'm like, you're not wrong. I mean, that shit happens. Like, I remember when I didn't think girls pooped until the 8th grade or something like that.
They don't. And we're sticking
I
to
still
that.
Okay, Jackson, what would you do?
I found out girls do not poop when we went to Mesquite because Ashton sat there and said, I have to poop. She didn't fucking poop. Took
Still
her
think it just
3
leaves
days.
their body, you know.
Okay, here's my saying. It took me 2 years to fart with the girl that I was with. That's probably a good time limit. It was about the right time. We had lived together for a while, and I still don't
2
think I
years.
did.
So say you're like together, like I'm not, because I'm not even like me and it was probably like 2 months in, and I'm like, she was over at my house every single day, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go, because you've been like, remember that apartment in Salt Lake? It was the bathrooms right there connected to the bedroom, and that's the only bathroom. I'm not gonna go outside to fart every time. So
Yeah.
I just told her, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm like, I have to shit my pants. I don't care. Like, you can
Just like
leave.
that.
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't care. So I just did, and that was that.
No. The best is when your wife or whoever you're with has gas in the middle of the night. Have you ever had that happen? I was like staying up playing video games. This is when we were in the trailer and I could hear it, dude. And I was just like, it's just happens. And you don't get weirded out by it.
I'll tell you when.
There's moments where like if we're eating or something like that, that's when I lose it. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving.
Dude, Ashton showed me this. There's this girl that recorded herself farting like in front of her boyfriend or husband. Have you seen that? And dude, I've never heard the sounds come out of a person, man, female, whatever, as loud as this girl was on TikTok. I was like, holy shit. Is it
My boss, I don't know what kind of sounds come out of him. Like I work right next to him, and just all day, like,
Isn't that
there's something.
Cade?
I'm like,
It's protein, bud.
I'm always like, you all right in there, bud? Yeah, okay. But
that was a suggestion? You still never answered. So say that girl just on accident. Are you gonna pretend like you didn't hear it, or what?
I'll probably laugh at her.
Wouldn't that embarrass her?
probably that's okay.
No, it's good.
She can't be handling getting embarrassed. Let's.
Why is this like people?
I'd be like, damn, you stink.
People always get mad at farts. I'm like, farts are funny. If you don't think farts are funny, then something's wrong with you.
They're mostly funny, but sometimes they're like, okay,
unless
not
it's
right now. I was on deployment. This kid, Peyton Hall, he literally went to the doctor because there was something wrong with his butt. Like, he was always farting, and we're just like, okay, dude, this is like getting gross. There's 4 of us in a room. I didn't live with him, but like, I was in the same room with him, but I went over to a room a lot, and he was just always farting. He's like, oh, it's the protein farts. I'm like, dude, there's something wrong with you. He's farting every 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I would have lost my mind.
Yeah,
What's been your most embarrassing fart of all time?
When I shit myself.
Tell the story.
I'm just kidding. That didn't happen.
It's happened.
You've never had a close experience ever.
Of shitting myself? I have shit myself. You want to
Let's-
hear
let's
the
Yeah,
story?
let's hear the story.
This is embarrassing.
Grab the
So,
popcorn. I'm ready.
so when I this is like the first time ever going over to a friend's house, and I ate something. You know?
Age, real quick, age.
5th grade, 4th grade, something like that. I was pretty young.
Okay, out of diapers, maybe.
Barely out of diapers. And it was like my first time sleeping over at a friend's house. And I ate something bad and then it hurt my stomach. And I didn't want to like go to their bathroom for some reason. I was terrified to go to their bathroom. So I tried sprinting home. And I lived like 2 miles away. Shit myself while I started running. And then his dad picked me up. So embarrassing. His dad picked me up. I smell like ass, drops me off. And then my mom's like, he tells my mom I went straight in the bathroom, threw my shit away. Fucking, it was bad.
Okay, let's see. Let's do the math here. 2 miles from Bob House. Dad picked him up. Was it Dakota Anderson's?
No,
The person I can
they
think of.
lived in Vernal now. It's the Blackburn, so I was over there.
I was gonna say
That's when I lived in
Logan.
I
Monroe.
thought they
now.
were your cousins. No, that's
Mm-mm.
Brantley.
They're basically my brothers. Yeah, they're basically my brothers. I lived with them for a while.
I thought you were gonna say Logan. I'm like, oh,
I didn't know Logan until the 8th grade, 7th grade.
Talon, you got an embarrassing story you want to share?
Yeah, let's hear your
That
stories.
you have to share?
the only time I've ever come close like that, I remember we were at a University of Utah football game, and I think we ate Taco Bell or something the night before, or before the football.
Was I there?
Yeah, it was like the blackout game when they were playing Cal. I think we were like in freshman or something.
Yeah.
And the
We went to a haunted house after.
Yeah, and the lines were like just all these drunks. Like, I don't know what, because they don't serve like alcohol, but everyone's sneaking. There's all these guys. There's puke all over the floor. I mean, that's the only time I've ever came close. But there's in the side of this room, there's puke all over the stall. And I felt, and I was like, I'm a germaphobe, so I'm just kind of like, so like laid toilet paper down. That's the closest I've ever come. But
Light
what about you,
paper,
Jackson?
dude. You just hover. What about you?
Right now I cannot think of a time I've ever shit myself. Well, I think of one time, but I don't think it's
Damn,
appropriate.
I'm the
for
only one that shit
podcast.
myself.
But I pissed myself at Disneyland when I was a kid.
I'm sure everybody's probably done that.
No, you
Disneyland?
gotta hear this story. So
He got scared.
I
Winnie the
was
Pooh ride.
no, I can't even remember how old I was. I had to have been like, I can't remember how old I was, but I remember I was right at the height where it was a toss up on the rides that I was tall enough to ride. You know what I mean? You know, it depends, like if they'll let you slide or not. There'll be like strict Disneyland ride people that won't do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was, but I was just going through a phase where like I really needed to stretch my bladder. Like I had to pee all the time. I had the smallest bladder ever. And it always happened because you know the lines at Disneyland. We would seriously wait 45 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour in a line. And as soon as we got to the front, it was like a snap of the fingers. Like I just had to pee so bad. So me and my dad would always have to leave the line, the whole family would go on the ride. This happened like 6 or 7 rides. Same thing, long wait time, get right to the front. I got to pee so bad. So we go on the one ride with like the Yeti on it, isn't like the Matterhorn or something like that.
Yeah, Matterhorn bobsled one.
So we go on that one. Got to the front of the line after waiting forever, and I had to pee so bad. And my dad's like, "No, you're just gonna hold it." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess I'll try." And we get on the ride, and I remember I was sitting behind my brother Devin, and it's like the cart ride is where you like pretty much wrap your legs around the person, so you're like right on their back.
Yeah, you're
And I remember right as we saw that Yeti, I could not hold it anymore, and I just started to pee. We get done with the ride and get off, and my brother Devin's like, "What the heck? Like my back's all wet." And my brothers and sisters like, "I don't think there was any water on that ride." And they look over at me, and my piss drenched pants, just yeah. I also stole a giant pen. I shoved it down my pants. I don't know why. I just really wanted that pen, and my mom caught me on the teacups.
teacups.
It poked her. She's like, "What is that?" And freaking pulled out a giant pen. She said, "You steal?" I'm like, "I don't know. Troy, did you buy this?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just wanted it." And then My dad, he was good for not beating my ass in front of everyone. He just waited till we got outside the park and back to the hotel room when I forgot what I even did, and then beat the hell out of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
You
think
gotta love
that's the last time I've been to Disneyland.
Great
Like,
memories.
good
Great
memory.
memories.
Yeah.
I have a good story of somebody shitting their pants. It's hilarious. So
I got one too right after.
my cousin Scotty, you guys all know Scotty, huh? Old big bird. We're out hunting rabbits out in the Moroni Hills with our little pellet BB guns and stuff. And he's like farting. Like he always just forces farts all the time. He's just farting, and then he just goes, and he's like, I think I pooped that one. And we're like, what? And he's like, I think I pooped that one. Puts his hands down his pants, comes out. Lo and behold, he has a piece of shart on his finger. He puts his hand in it. He puts his hand in his pocket and wipes it off in his pocket. Continues out the day with it, whatever he was doing. But oh my gosh, classic.
So I think
Shout
it was
out
like
Scotty.
it was
Scotty
my
Raid.
sophomore or junior year. Not gonna name him because it's probably really illegal, but
He's illegal,
we just
or
got
it's
done.
illegal.
I think this is illegal. It's kind of a crime. So, it was like basketball season because it was colder than shit outside. And I remember, after the basketball games, everyone goes to Wheelers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at Wheelers, and my friend turns to me, he's like, "Dude, you gotta take me back to my truck. Like, I gotta shit so bad. Like, I'm gonna shit my pants." I'm like, "Fuck, let's talk a little bit more." And we're just hanging out at Wheelers. And he's like, "Dude, we gotta go now." So we go get in my car, and as I'm driving the old red Camry, he's sitting in the back seat, and he just like starts farting. Like it's diarrhea shit is whatever is coming. It is knocking. And I remember the car stunk so bad. I'm sitting there rolling down his window, and he rolled it back. He's like, "Fuck, it's cold. Don't roll it up on me." And I'm like trying to air out the car. We get to the high school parking lot where his truck is, and he's like, "Dude, I can't make it to the gas station. I can't make home. There's no way." So we're laughing at him because he's about to shit his pants. This guy tiptoes on the curb, walks up to a car, spreads his cheeks, and shoots out a fucking giant log onto the hood of someone's car that may or may not have been the drill team coaches. And I remember I was laughing so hard. It was so cold, and I was sitting there pounding the pavement because I could not. I was laughing. And I remember we got back to school the next week, and it was like the talk of the school. The drill team coach had her hood vandalized. Someone took a shit on it. But I'm telling you, man, he got distance on it. Like, it wasn't like he got up on top of the hood of the car and squatted. He was on the curb to get that extra little bit of height and spread his cheeks. And I swear he might even did a little jump. Just boom, slam dunk. Talk about that for basketball season, huh?
Oh my god, we gotta change the subject from shitting ourselves.
Here we go.
That's brutal.
We're gonna do the bit.
No, we're not doing the bit. We're not doing the bit.
Come on, Bob, just run it.
Next episode.
Yeah, I'm scared. Come on, this has been profane enough.
Profane. I kill Wilson. That's the bit.
No.
Okay, well, let's talk about
Wilson remembers
Jackson
Bob.
will get tossed out of this for a little bit.
Wilson.
So let's talk about this. Will be the MMA part of the podcast. What do you think about the fights, Bob?
Oh, MMA. Did you watch the fights, Jackson?
Podcast right now. What are you talking about?
What? Wait, what'd you say? You
Did
cut
you
out?
see any of the highlights or anything?
I saw the
Don't
dude
talk about it.
I saw the dude snap his leg, and I saw Joe Rogan and all the announcers.
I would have thrown up.
Reactions.
If I was there live, I would have thrown up 100%.
That's probably the worst.
I would have shit your pants too.
Not
Probably.
just it breaking. That's probably the worst injury I've seen. Like Paul George and the Nurkic had it, but
Kevin Ware?
Huh?
Kevin Ware? Louisville?
I feel like this
was
is
bad. His bone came out of the skin. That's
yeah. Well, the only reason I say this is worst is because he hit it the very first throw punch. Like it was the very first anything of the fight. And Chris Weidman threw it. It was the same. I mean, it was Anderson when Anderson Silva broke his leg on Chris Weidman.
On Chris Weidman. That's what's crazy is that he broke somebody's leg by checking the kick, and now that happened to him because the check.
And
I
why?
don't think it was because of the check though. Like
I just think it
they're
was a
saying
free. It was
because
like perfect. It was like
they're
the.
saying that it had to have like tiny micro fractures and like it just had to have a lot of wear on it. Like that's why it happened.
I just think he hit it right. Yeah, I just.
Yeah,
But what happened?
nobody
Like,
knows.
so he hit it, and I mean, you can see it kind of like wrapped around his leg, and you look at the replay, like the Chris Weidman's face. He wasn't in pain then. Then he stood back
But
and
then
he
he
stepped. He
steps
stepped
on
on
it.
it. I thought the bone was gonna come through because you look at the replay, and then it's like that folds in half.
Oh,
So, like,
that's what gets me to throw up. I'm sick to my stomach.
His ligaments have to be. I haven't seen any updates or anything from it.
I don't
But
know.
his
But the
ligaments
stepping on it, he like you watch it in slow mo, and it's like he's fine, and then he steps on it, then he realizes like at his face he just, and then you step. Oh, dude, it just makes me want to
I felt
vomit.
so bad for Uriah Hall though.
Yeah,
Like to put in all that work and literally 5 seconds into the fight. I don't know. Like his face, he felt
he
so
can turn
bad.
around. He can turn around and fight real quick again. So I don't think it's a lose situation for him.
Yeah,
It's a win. So
I like Uriah Hall, but
yeah.
I wish I could have seen the fight and that Jimmy Crute. What happened to him? Did you see the highlight of that, Jackson?
Jackson
he
doesn't even know what
the-
world we're in.
So, like, Anthony,
was he
well,
the
Anthony-
G League guard that got pulled up and played for Brooklyn? No, did you see that? That dude that just got like a he was like in the G League and worked, and he played his third game of the season. I want to say he played for the Knicks, maybe, and had like a season-ending injury. He got to get stretchered off the court. And I guess that's not him that you're talking
I
about.
didn't see it. Well, no, like Jimmy Crute, he's a light heavyweight. It's UFC too.
Yeah.
Anthony, it was the fight right before the Chris Weidman fight. Anthony Smith threw a calf kick, and I
Just
like
got
it,
his nerve right.
It
They're saying it got
rarely
his nerve.
happens like that. Like how that happened. Like his leg
Kicked
went
him.
completely numb. I thought he broke. I thought his like patella tendon snapped. Like the tendon that
Yeah, right there.
Tom
you can
Segura
feel.
broke.
Yeah.
I thought that's what happened, but
Illuminati. It's like the Illuminati.
isn't that a dude from Mortal Kombat 2 though, Cabal?
I don't think so. Did you watch Mortal Kombat?
The fast
Oh,
dude
let's
with
talk
the
about that.
knife. The fast dude
Did you
with the
wa-
knife. Isn't his name Cabal?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure. Something
Okay.
cut. I'm pretty sure it's Cabal.
Did you watch Mortal Kombat? Did you watch Mortal Kombat, Jackson?
I watched it.
Talon tried to explain to me how to
Flawless
get it on
victory.
my HBO, but I couldn't find it when I looked.
That was like everybody's all talking shit, saying, "Oh, the acting was bad." I didn't go there for acting. If you first of all went to go watch Mortal Kombat for good acting, no, you go there to watch fatality.
You know what they should do for like if they do make a second one? Johnny Cage, cast Chris Pratt.
It's gonna be
Please.
John Cena. It's gonna be John Cena.
John Cena's way too jacked to play.
Johnny Cage is jacked.
Not John Cena. He's like a Chris Pratt.
You guys seen that episode of Black Mirror with the two buddies that go into the video game as fighters?
I've never seen the Black Mirror.
I want to see.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
No,
Explain
You've
it.
never
Look
seen
like we're
any
kidding
Black Mirror.
No.
You want to get your head twisted, watch an episode of that, man. It's crazy.
I watched.
So there's these two guys, they're best friends, and they hang out and they find out he gets him this birthday present, and it's like far in the future where you put in these earbuds for gaming and it like literally takes your body into that world,
like
and it's
Ready
this
Player
fighting
One?
game. Kind of, but not really. Like it's just like you go into the video game. So imagine Mortal Kombat. I put on earbuds, Bob, you put on earbuds, and we both land in an arena as a certain character. And then we can just pull out whenever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's this Chinese guy and this Chinese girl. They're fighting and stuff. And then they start to learn that they can do other stuff. And they don't then they come into this dilemma where they don't know if it's cheating on their significant other, because this other guy's like this big Hollywood bachelor dude, and the other one's like married, a kid on the way and stuff. And they don't know if it, but like when you're in the game, you like feel all the same sensations as if you're really there.
It's kind of like you
It's
haven't
just-
played yet. That's kind of like Cyberpunk. There's called like in Cyberpunk it's called like B&Ds. They're called brain dances, and you like put like I don't remember if it's like a chip or you put something on your head, and you go in and it's like it's like you can do like however you want. Like you can, if you want, you can
That's like
literally
Ready
do
Player
anything.
2. You guys read the books Ready Player 1 or 2?
I don't read.
So the Ready Player 2 book, they're called Ionis, and you put them on your head and it taps into your spinal system or whatever. So you could literally, it's like you can't tell the difference between real life and that. So, and when you're in the game, your body's like completely paralyzed. So like you're just basically in a coma.
Yeah.
And so like all the rich people and stuff that can afford, like they got these like coffins. So like when you go into the system, you're in a coffin and it has like cameras on the outside that you can see it when you're inside. So like, because a big thing during that time was like people were getting kidnapped or raped while they were in this game because they don't know what's going on the outside. They can't feel it or anything. But when that happens, like it's huge. Like Ready Player One, like the Oasis was already huge, but once everybody could start to feel everything like it was real life, basically the whole game turned into just
Well,
orgies.
well,
It was
that's
bad.
how. So like have you seen that? It's like it's a cryptocurrency. It's called Decentraland. Have you seen that or heard of that? So Decentraland, it's like a video game that you can buy like you can buy plots of land in this video game. So, like people are using real money to buy plots of land in the video game. I'm like, I feel like sooner than later, it might even happen to us. We'll have that technology and we'll be able to go and like people that don't like their life or whatever might be able to put something on and just go into that game and live out their life.
Yeah, it's
Like
definitely gonna happen.
make it like a sim character, like you can be whatever you want and go.
It's definitely gonna happen. I bet they have the technology to make that happen now, but they know that if they release that kind of stuff to the world, that it's gonna collapse and destroy our economy because people. Why would you want to be here? You know, a lot of people would. Why would they want to be here, depressed and everything, when they can put on this freaking helmet or whatever the hell they want to put on, and be whatever they want, do whatever they want, no limits to life. I mean, just think about it.
See, that brings back like, what if we're already in a simulation? Say everybody got into this Decentraland thing, every single person got connected, and someone was just controlling us. What if that's how it is right now for us?
Nah.
Then we'd be a simulation inside a simulation.
And how do you
simulation.
know? What the crazy thing is, like, I was listening. This guy was saying that every black hole has like is either 10 million or 10 billion other galaxies inside of black holes, and there's like billions of black holes just in our or like just like up in space. So there's like an endless amount of different universes from ours. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's something out there for sure.
But we're just in GTA. That's
We're
what I
just
always
in
thought.
GTA. What if we're just like playing a game and then when we die, the game's over and we're gonna go back to whatever we were and be like, damn, that game was nuts, but it was 80 years long. That's kind of crazy.
But what if you don't age? What if like our time? So what if it's like, so say we were in GTA, like how the days are just like over like in like 10 minutes, like a day night cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could run through 100 years in, what, like a year.
It'd be crazy though, but like you can't. It's just not possible. It's not real. I don't know.
How do you know?
I just can't wait to die. I can't wait to die to see what happens. What if it's eternal
What do you
blackness?
think happens? What do you think happens?
When I die?
Yeah.
I think it's probably eternal blackness, probably. But I want to be positive about it? I hope there's some other kind of life out there, because I don't know.
Because I always think that it makes no sense. Like if we're here, if we're actually real, it makes no sense that when we die, there's nothing.
This is what got me, Talon. You want to know what got me? Was when you were like, and you said, if God created us, who created God? I can't stop thinking about that ever since the 8th grade when you told me that shit.
This is my example. You have a vacuum sealed box, clear box you can see in. There's nothing in there, and nothing can ever get in. It's like us. Like so, if God,
you lost me.
So like a vacuum sealed box. So if God, something can't come from nothing. If you have something that's sealed in there, so like they say God, well, there's a God before him. Well, who created that God? If you have a box,
I'm saying. It had to start somewhere. I don't understand though. What do you think, Jackson?
Wow, where do I start?
Let's hear your
Which part
take.
of this?
I
Let's
don't
hear your
know,
take.
but I'm just saying, I don't know where. Like, it all had to start from somewhere. Even the Big Bang Theory, doesn't make sense because where did all that shit come from? You
Where
know,
did that atom, or like the two atoms, or whatever that smashed
Yeah,
together,
see.
come from?
Had to come from somewhere, and I don't understand. Don't get
Damn.
it. That's mind blowing. Mind blowing.
See, I don't really think about that stuff, like a little bit, but not really.
It's this
Good-
thing like you
good
can
take.
so like
Good
you can't make diamonds without pressure. So like you can't have that diamonds cannot be formed without something being applied to it. Like nothing can be created from something cannot be created from nothing. You need something every single time.
Yeah, exactly. But where did that something
On
come
our
from?
world, you don't know about other worlds, though. Might be different laws of physics.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like when we die, probably just gonna be eternal blackness, and
I want
I don't know.
reincarnation to be real.
Reincarnation. I want to be a freaking alligator. That'd be sick.
That doesn't sound like the life. I delivered one of them to somebody out in Rangy, Colorado. I don't know if you want to be a gator bomb.
Gator?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, their brain's the size of like a peanut.
You gotta chill in the water, eat food. That's all you gotta do.
What happened? The swamp people come.
I want to eat some swamp people ass. I'm gonna eat that Louisiana ass. Hey!
Hell, dude, them guys are crazy. They jump in the water with them and shoot
I
'em.
know. That shit's crazy. My uncle sent me a video, and this guy's just in the swamp walking with alligators, and they come up to him, and he just pushes them away. Oh, hell no.
Well, I think it's crazy too. Like people like that are in the water just swimming with sharks. Like that's insane.
I have some stuff to run by you after this podcast, by the way, about branding and stuff like that. So merch coming out soon. Branding, everything coming out soon. So keep on the lookout there, B&T podcasters. Don't worry, Jaxon won't be in the brand or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about repping it. But don't worry, we kept him on the poll. I didn't run a poll because I didn't want to hurt Jackson's feelings, but
Oh, I'm sure, Bob.
just kidding. We'll have like a little
Someone's
J or
trying-
something
while
on
you guys
the
talk. I
on
need
the
to see
bottom
if
of the
someone's
shirt.
trying to break into my apartment.
Oh,
You
yo,
keep
point
it.
the
We're
camera
seeing it live. Take the camera. Take
live
the camera.
here. We're gonna
Turn the
commentate
camera
this
to the door. Turn the camera to the. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
on this episode of Caps. Farquaad. He looks like Farquaad with that hair, doesn't he?
That's rude, Bob. He's gonna listen to this.
It's all right. Love you,
I'm gonna
Tyler.
stand up for him. Don't say that.
Don't say that. He's winking.
Oh shit. Well,
Imagine his house just got broke into right now, though. How crazy would that be? Someone jumps through the window that we're watching right now.
who's gonna edit the video if that happens?
Oh, yeah. If Talon dies here, the podcast is over. Just so you know.
I'm not gonna be able to get that hard drive. Uh oh. Uh
Uh-oh.
oh. Uh oh. Uh oh.
He got blood all over his shirt for everybody listening. Did you give
Give
him
us
the
the
one
deets.
too?
Give us the deets.
Oh, the CBD gummies are kicking in on Ashton, even though they can't get by.
Hey, I could testify that shit's true.
What's
He's
true?
seeing things, the Dementas.
I took one of them.
Yeah, they don't have THC in them. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
and your dumbass just got up to go look too. They're working on you too.
Ooh. CBD gummies. That's not part of the deal. Talons, explain what the deal you got. What's the bet you got going with the old ashy poo?
So Ashton is betting me. So it's if either one of us eats bad up until our wedding, then for her, hers is that
Eats bad. What's eating bad?
like outside of her meal plan.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So it's if she
Wait, what are we gonna eat next Saturday?
Oh, what's next Saturday? I wasn't
I
invited.
can find
I wasn't invited. Sick invite.
Yeah, take the hint, Bob. Jesus.
That's it. You're off the show. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Do you want to come up to Salt Lake?
No, I
Go to
don't want
dinner
to
with
go
me
up
and
to Salt
Talon?
Lake. No.
That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna be there anyways, and Jackson's up there anyways too.
I'll remember that. The next
Oh,
time
you're
when you
not-
FaceTime, next time you're FaceTiming me, get on and play video game. Call Jaxon. Call Jaxon. You want
He does first, usually.
No, not even close.
You want to come?
No, don't want to go.
Wow.
Weren't you going to?
I'm gonna make
Supercross
a
next
poll.
weekend?
Should Bob come or not?
Go ahead.
Are you gonna,
Where am I coming?
Are you listening or what?
What? This Saturday? This is the first?
Yeah.
No,
Not next Saturday.
Oh. So I don't want no pity ass invite. Listen, I don't know. I'm trying to be dramatic, but I don't know what to do. No.
You don't
it's
have to
fine.
try to be dramatic.
Oh my gosh, Jackson! If I had a dog as ugly as you, I'd kill it.
You
Nick
probably
told
fuck
me that
dog
joke one
too.
time. I remember one time Nick told me that joke, or who was it? They said that to me because I was like, we'd always say, "Oh, if I had a dog, I'd shave my butt until I walk backwards," like off of Sandlot, and they were like, "I'd kill it." I'm like, "Oh my god, that's brutal." I would never kill a dog. By the way, I cry when I see like dogs outside on a chain for their whole lives. That's just so sad.
Yo, biggest time I ever got burned. I was in middle school. I thought I was some kind of tough guy. This kid, I actually ended up having beef with him all through school because he made out with my girlfriend and she lied to me. But that's another day. um, I remember I was sitting at the lunch table and this kid was just staring at me, and I'm like, "The fuck are you looking at?" And he hits me back with, "I'm still trying to figure it out." And it was like, wow, what do I say to that? I didn't have nothing.
So you just
That's
punch him
why-
in the
that's
face.
what-
You just punch him in the face.
Yeah.
I
mean-
remember I had one of those moments too. I remember I was drinking chocolate milk in the lunch table. Brady Walker comes and slaps the shit out of me. I was probably a sophomore. Spilled chocolate milk all over me, and I knew I'd get my ass kicked. But I was like, so this close to just getting up and donkey kicking the shit out of him, and then just gonna get my ass kicked because I don't know. I knew it was Brady Walker. Of course, he's gonna kick my little scrawny ass back in the day. And I'm like, I wanted to so bad, but I just left school. I just walked home because I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it, Brady. You see, you freaking bullied me. Don't bully kids.
You two were the ones wanting bullying to come back.
Yeah, see, and that's good because now I realize that don't do that shit because it makes people feel bad. So I never slapped a kid while he's drinking chocolate milk.
Okay, what happens with the bullies? You saw the video of the Oklahoma wide receiver that was like in a bar messing with the guy that was smaller than him, and it turns out the kid knew the MMA and like beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Everyone,
I knew I was going to get my ass kicked if I did something, so I was like, I'm not getting my ass kicked today, but I wanted to just kick the shit out of him once in the back of the head.
So I'll give you this. Says I know this is Joe Rogan. This is what he has said that would stop bullying from happening. He said, "Teach everyone to fight." What do you guys think about that? If everyone knew how to fight, people wouldn't mess with each other.
I wouldn't
No.
say fight. I would say self-defense, because if everyone knew how to fight, you'd obviously have kids that are better at fighting and they can still bully.
Okay, but like you say, but there's jujitsu. Say like you have a big stocky football player, but there's a lanky nerd.
But if you teach the big football player how to fight, obviously, it sucks
No, but
to suck,
jujitsu,
but a lot of
he
people
would
are
get
more
strangled.
athletic than other people.
Oh yes, but being lanky, like long limbs in jujitsu helps. Like he could choke, he could rip the dude's neck off.
Yeah, but I mean, if other kid's somewhat decent at jujitsu, so he's not gonna get his neck taken away right away, the other guy's gonna body slam the shit out of him more than likely. Jiu-jitsu probably wasn't the. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Jiu-jitsu is not the answer every time. Does it build character? Yes. Is it really good to have? Yes. But you have an athletic kid who knows a little bit of jiu-jitsu and a lanky kid that's really good at jiu-jitsu. There's a good chance that kid gets body slammed, unless he gets the neck right away or something. But
well, that's like comparing like Jake Paul. So say Jake Paul going up against like Dylan Dennis in an MMA fight.
Yeah, that's
Dylan Dennis would kill him.
Yeah, but
Did you
Dylan
see Jake Paul tweet at Conor McGregor?
Like recently?
Yeah, it was like something along the lines of Conor tweeted just pull it up, Bob.
Conor just needs to worry about winning this next fight.
He's not gonna win. He's done. Jake Paul, this is the fight we all want to see. It's Ben Askren against Conor McGregor. What the heck?
Dude, Masvidal should just take the payday, go fight Jake Paul.
No, go look at the one where he quote tweeted him and said, "I prefer Jack Daniels over Conor McGregor's whiskey," or something like that.
Oh, I did see that, and I don't know, dude, Conor McGregor's like a good shit talker on Twitter, though.
Yeah, he is.
Like when he's posting
great.
pictures of like, you probably don't know who Justin Gaethje is, but like he's like posting them saying that like fanboy, and he's like I didn't even know who this little dweeb was or whatever. I don't know what he said. And he's posting pictures with like GSP is like posing next to him. You don't know any of these fighters, do you, Jackson?
George St. Pierre.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
do some studying.
Hey, Jackson, we gotta get you
Just
in.
did.
So Conor McGregor put UFC high level fighting greater than blogger jackass boxing, and Jake Paul said Jack Daniels is better than proper 12.
Oh, it's so
I
gonna
mean,
go down.
I'm sure his bank account's really affected after that.
I'm just
What are
saying.
you talking about?
For Conor. I mean, Conor McGregor has to have way more money than Jake Paul does. I mean, because just for Floyd Mayweather fight, he got what, $100 million?
I don't know. How much do YouTubers make with that much?
So
I guess sponsors is where the big money is, though, huh? And Connor's probably got plenty of sponsors.
I mean, he's sponsoring full boxing matches and MMA events, and he has his own clothing line too. What do you think, Bob? What?
I'm listening to something real quick. Hold on. Joe Rogan says Jake Paul is for real. Like, he says that guy can punch. I mean, like, obviously he can punch.
Can
He'd
box.
kick any of our asses. But, like,
what they said was
fight.
smart. What they said was smart. They're saying like, have you ever seen Floyd Mayweather's first 3 fights?
Yeah, I heard Brendan Schaub talk about this.
Yeah, that
or Tyson Fury or
which
something.
I mean, it's true. Manny Pacquiao.
Never seen any Tyson Fury fight other than the.
I just feel Jake Paul's going to get himself screwed because he is already famous.
Yeah, but I mean,
where does he go now? Brandon Schaub was saying that Mike Perry should fight him.
It would be good. Like, he can actually, like, it's smart.
He's
everybody's all talking about him. Like, the kid's big. He's doing what.
If he loses, though, then he's Thriller's golden boy. You don't think?
I don't know.
I say Jackson, start talking shit to him.
Jackson would literally die. You'd probably die. I would die. You would die.
Okay, let's see. Where do I start shit talking then?
Call him out, Jackson.
Talon, you think you could take Jake Paul in a fight?
Give me a year.
A year to train? I mean, you still have a chance, but he has a year to train.
Okay, but Ben Askren went and trained with Teddy Atlas. Or not Teddy Atlas, Freddie Roach.
Kid can
for
fight, man.
2 days.
Sucks to suck, but he can fight. And I don't like that guy, but he can fight. He can fight.
You can fight, Bob. You got that Latin blood in you, dude. You're already.
I'm the farthest thing from Latin. May look brown, but I can't even eat hot Cheetos.
What?
Kidding. Okay, I can eat hot Cheetos, but that's just hot as hell.
You tried the spicy chicken at McDonald's, the new one?
Yeah, that shit's ass.
No, but just the regular chicken part, it's kind of like knockoff Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's hot.
Like hot garbage.
Shit heats me up. Oh my gosh. Talon, why are you worried about shit talking something you can't even have till your wedding's over?
Oh.
We'll see, dude.
Talon's gonna lose. This is what happens every time. Talon does a bet, he loses, then he's gonna.
What have I lost? Yeah, let's look at our bets, Bob.
What bets?
Yeah, talk to me.
The Francis Ngannou bet. That's literally what else?
I remember I clutched up in a game like a Fortnite or something. You Venmoed me too.
I remember that.
Oh, see, yeah.
I do remember that. It was on chat.
Jackson, are you even over 200?
Huh?
Are you over 200 pounds?
Depends. Not right now.
Okay, you gotta be 2 something to do something. So shut up.
Oh. That was kind of good.
That's how it's been 52 minutes. This has been B&T'S
do something to do something.
You can end on that.
We outie.
You can end on that. You
Mic
did.
drop.
See you next week.
Sick boys.
Boom. We outie.